There are moments when something appears in front of you, and you feel it before you understand it. No explanation, no context, just a quiet recognition, as if a part of you already knew what you were looking at. Elysium begins exactly there, not with a definition, not with a product, not with a story. It begins with that first subtle shift inside you, the silence that expands, the sense that what you're seeing isn't trying to impress you, but simply revealing itself. Before form, before concept, before meaning, there is this feeling, a resonance, a familiarity, a moment that doesn't ask for your attention, yet holds it anyway. You don't enter Elysium through understanding, you enter through recognition, that quiet moment when something aligns inside you without needing a reason. That is where the journey starts. Before anything takes shape, there is truth. Not the dramatic kind, but the quiet truth that exists before you name it. A clarity that doesn't ask to be believed, only recognized. Elysium begins in that place. Aesthetic is not the source, it is the consequence. The visible result of what is already real within. Form is simply how truth chooses to appear. Every color, every line, every design in Elysium is shaped by something deeper, something that existed long before the form appeared. What you see is not decoration. It is evidence, a trace of the invisible, a translation of intention into something you can perceive. The form is the echo, the truth is the origin. And when you sense that alignment, when the visible and the invisible point in the same direction, that is when Elysium becomes clear. Not because you understand it, but because something in you recognizes what it came from. Elysium is not a brand. It is not a store, a collection, or a set of products. Elysium is the visible expression of the invisible. The moment when intention becomes form. When clarity becomes design. When the inner truth of something is allowed to take shape without distortion. It is beauty used as language. Not beauty for appearance, but beauty as translation. A way for what cannot be spoken to be understood without words. Elysium is where the spirit finds form, where the unseen becomes knowable, where meaning is carried through color, texture, and symbol rather than explanation. Nothing here is created to impress. Everything is created to reveal. This is why Elysium feels familiar, even if you cannot explain why. It does not ask to be believed, it simply exists with coherence, aligned, intentional, and quiet. And in that quiet, you recognize what Elysium truly is. Not a concept, but a state of being expressed through form. Form always comes last. Before anything appears as an object, a design, a garment, or a book, there is an intention shaping it from within. In Elysium, nothing is made to fill a catalog. Nothing exists because it should. Everything exists because it carries meaning, because something essential needed a form to inhabit. A hoodie is not a garment here. It is a coded expression. A book is not a publication. It is a mirror for the mind. A symbol is not decoration. It is direction. The forms you see are manifestations,
translations of deeper truth into physical presence. And this is why they change, why new forms appear and others quietly disappear. When the meaning shifts, the form must shift with it. It is never about maintaining a product line. It is about remaining aligned with what is real. The purpose of form in Elysium is not function and not fashion. It is revelation, allowing the invisible to become perceivable without distorting its origin. Form is the witness, meaning is the source, and every piece in Elysium exists to reveal that connection.
Elysium exists today as a constellation of forms, each one created with intention, each one shaped by meaning. There are now more than 300 pieces: books, garments, symbols, visuals, and digital expressions. But quantity has never been the goal. Coherence is. Every piece belongs to the same direction, the same aesthetic, the same internal clarity. Some appear quietly, some evolve, some disappear when their purpose is complete. Nothing remains out of obligation. Everything remains because it still speaks truth. This is where Elysium stands now, not as a finished system, but as a living structure in motion, growing with precision and refining itself without noise. What you see today is simply the current shape of something that continues to unfold.
Elysium is not static. It is a living structure, changing, refining, and expanding with intention. New forms appear when they are ready, not to follow a trend, but to express something that has reached clarity. Other forms leave quietly when their work is complete. Nothing here persists out of habit. Everything adapts to meaning. Growth does not happen through noise, campaigns, or pressure. It happens through alignment, the natural movement of truth taking new shape. The pieces you see today are only one moment in an ongoing evolution. There will be more. New garments, new designs, new writings, new codes, new directions. Not in overwhelming quantity, but with coherence. Each one built with the same intention, the same aesthetic precision, and the same quiet depth. Elysium expands the way a mind expands, by refining what matters, removing what no longer speaks, and allowing what is real to unfold at its own pace. This is how the system grows, not faster, but truer. Behind every form in Elysium, there is a creator, but not in the way people expect. Elysium was not built from ambition, strategy, or the need to be seen. It was built from recognition, the moment when inner truth became too clear to remain without shape. The creator's role is simple: to listen, to translate, to let meaning take form, without forcing it, without distorting it, without turning it into something it is not. Elysium does not exist to express a personality. It exists to express a state, a quiet alignment that moves through the creator but does not belong to him. Every design, every book, every intention comes from that same place, not self-promotion, but self-removal, so the form can appear cleanly, without noise. The creator is only the channel. The work is the clarity moving through it. And when you recognize something in Elysium, you are not recognizing the person behind it. You are recognizing the truth that shaped it.
What draws you to Elysium is not style, design, or concept. It is recognition. Something in you responds before the mind tries to explain it, as if the form is reminding you of a truth you already carry. This is why the connection feels immediate, why it feels familiar, even if this is the first time you've seen it. Elysium does not demand attention. It aligns with what is already true in you. And that alignment is what you're feeling. Not persuasion, not influence, not suggestion, but resonance. A quiet meeting point between the meaning inside you and the meaning expressed through the work. When something in Elysium stands out, it is not the product you're recognizing. It is the part of yourself that knows where it came from. Recognition is the bridge, and that is why the connection remains long after the moment has passed.
There is nothing you have to do next. No step to follow, no action to take. Elysium isn't a place you arrive at. It is something you recognize when you're ready to see it. If something in this journey stayed with you, it wasn't persuasion, it was alignment. A quiet reminder of what already exists within you. The forms may change, the pieces may evolve, but the meaning remains the same. Elysium is not something you choose, it is something that meets you exactly where you are. And if any part of it spoke to you, it was already yours.